Welcome back guys to week 2 of the PBL roundups. Like last week, the battle replay codes will all be in the video description, so if you want to watch any of those matches, a spoiler warning has been issued now. Apologies for the late upload this time, as one of the matches was only played a few days ago, but week 3 match scores will also be seen in this video, and that video will be out in a few days. Either way, I'll start from the matches from this week. So first up, we have the match between the Alaska Absols, coached by Jiggly, and the Staten Island Star Raptors, coached by Dom. Although it ended quite close, Don just managed to maintain the upper hand throughout by making solid predictions to score multiple KOs with Bishop ending 2-0. Secondly, we had the game between CJ of the Irish Infinite and Strawberries of the Queen's Village Golux. Despite Straw making good defensive plays to try and wear down CJ's team before trying to clean up with New and Mega Swampert, CJ managed to gain the upper hand by eliminating Drapion so that Deoxys Speed could get a very successful sweep off by scoring a total of 4 KOs and ending the match 3-0 to the Irish Infinites. I didn't actually get a replay the Louisiana Lombre and the Acadiana Arcanines match, but I've been able to hear the Megalophony and Pangoro managed to score 3 KOs each, with Dom trying to make a comeback but it was without hope, as Phoenix and Blackguard take their week 2 match 6-0. This week, Kankuro, coach of the Southwest Steelers, decided to not bring his Soundcore of Excadrill and Tyranitar, opting for a much more bulky team against a balanced offensive playstyle that Eric, coach of the Washington Whalers, decided to play with. Both sides played very conservatively, trying to preserve their primary revenge killers of Lucario and Infinite respectively, till in the end Eric just got ahead, managed to hit through Kankuro's walls to give a final score of 2-0. Moving on to the match between Cannu of the Victorian Venusaurs and Senor of the Madison Marowaks, this was probably my favourite game to watch out of week 2. With early KOs going back and forth between the teams, it started to look like Senor would win with Heatran after Cannu tricked a Choice Mix onto it and it managed to pick up 3 KOs. However, the Victorian Venusaurs just managed to pull it back with Choice Banded Azu scoring 4 KOs, ended the game 2-0. It was really close, you should go and watch that even though I've just told you the score. Not so clutch of the Cincinnati Chinchillas has unfortunately not shown up for 2 weeks in a row, giving Matt of the British Breloons the win. This seems to be disrupting play, so Dom is currently looking to getting a substitute player to play in Clutch's place while he's inactive, but hopefully he'll come back soon. Nearing the end of the matches, the game between Miles of the Atlanta Aerodactyls and Eastbreeder Brock of the BC Geodudes unfortunately turned out to be quite short-lived, lasting just 11 turns. In that time, Brock tried to play quite safely, however, after Blaze Kick Hitmonlee caught Vivillon off guard, Miles managed to clean it with 4 KOs on Vivillon, Swellow, Chinchino and Klinklang, giving a score of 5-0. Hopefully Brock will do better next week and in the future of PBL. Finally, despite a late start, the match between the Greenwich Grimer and the Melbourne Muse, coached by Sewage and G, respectively, went ahead. Sewage did end up forfeiting the match at 4-4, giving him the win. Finally, despite a late start, the match between the Greenwich Grimer and the Melbourne Muse, coached by Sewage and G, respectively, went ahead. Sewage did end up forfeiting the match at 4-4, giving the win to G, mainly due to unfortunately sacking his main Mega Venusaur check in Mesprit. Because of the forfeit, Dom has decided to grant Mega Venusaur 3 of the KOs. Good game to all. Though not as many trades happened this week when compared to last week, we did say one bulk trade between Miles of the Atlanta Aerodactyls and Brock of the BC Geodudes, 2 teams that did end up playing against each other this week. In the OU tier, we see Miles' Dragonite being traded for Brock's Weavile, and in the NU tier, we see Miles' Sneasel being traded for Brock's Swellow. Finally, we move on to the MVP section. In second place, we have a big tie between 5 Pokemon. Pangoro and Lopunny, both from the Acadiana Arcanines, that KO'd the entirety of the Louisiana Lombre team. Heatran from the Madison Marowaks also managed to score 3 KOs against the Victorian Venusaurs, against Cradilly, Whimsicott and Volcarona. Bishop from the Saturn Island Raptors got 3 KOs against the Alaska Absols on Dugtrio, Metagross and Umbreon, and Mega Venusaur from the Melbourne Muse also scored 3 KOs, but unfortunately I don't have the replay for that one. It was mainly due to the forfeit. I don't really know what the 3 KOs were on. Moving into first place, we have yet another tie split across 3 teams. First, we have Hitmonlee from the Atlanta Aerodactyls scoring 4 KOs on Vivillon, Swellow, Chinchino and Klinklang after activating its Unburden boost. Then we have Deoxys Speed from the Irish Infinites, who scored KOs on Electros, Mew, Chestnut and Swampert after setting up a nasty plot. And finally we have a Azumarill from the Victorian Venusaurs scoring KOs on Scizor, Heatran, Lantern and Scrafty with the power of Bandit Priority. Well done to all, and thanks for watching. The week 3 match, the video will be up either in the next 1 or 2 days. I think I just need to find a replay for 1 or 2 of the matches, but thanks for watching.